The following is a presentation of PH Athletics. And here we go from Montvale, our first boys lacrosse game of the season as Indian Hills takes on Pascack Hills. Both teams looking to get back on track. Hills has lost 4 of their last 5. Indian Hills has lost 3 of their last 5. We'll see who comes out with the W today. First face-off coming up in a matter of moments here on PH Athletics. And so we are ready to go in Montvale. Matt Merlino, happy to be with you. In the center for the Broncos is going to be Jacob Cooperman, 21 for 87 on faceoffs this year. For Indian Hills, Evan Pieri, 125 faceoff wins on 198 attempts this year. He's tied for 27th in the whole state of New Jersey in terms of face-off wins, and he'll have one right here to get things started for the Braves. Pass a little wide towards Michael Snudden and out of bounds. It might have been tipped by a Hills player, but it looks like Robert Malcolm of the Broncos is over there to get things going. Hills lost a lot of their team, chief among which C.J. Driver, their goalie Brendan Singleton, Connor Onikian, and plenty other seniors who contributed to a league champion last year. And that was Hills' second league championship in 3 years, so that necessitated moving up a division to the Curcio division from the Cullen division. And right now they're 1-4 in league play and 2-6 overall, facing a very tough schedule. Indian Hills, meanwhile, stayed in the Cullen division, the one that Hills just moved up from. They're 3-6 and 3-4 in league play this year. Alex Davis works this one down towards Tyler Rothschild, the sophomore, younger brother of another one of those seniors who graduated last year, John Rothschild. Davis, a sophomore who contributed quite a bit last year, and this is the senior Robert Malcolm stepping up into that position. Pass a little low. Nice hack there, but Roberto Caraballo trying to work it. Nice move from Logan Nassau. Good save, however, made by Jeffrey Mortensen, the sophomore goalie for Indian Hills. The attack, however, continues. Here is Caraballo over to Christian Jesuel. And back up towards Malcolm. Alex Davis now with it. The sun really out today, and finally it's been cloudy all day. Rothschild behind the net to Jesuel. Back outside to Davis. Good find. Davis readying for a long shot. Has to take it back and give it to Malcolm. Caraballo now works it over to Davis. And Malcolm comes back over to take it. This is Caraballo again. Back down to Jesuel now. Behind the net, Jesuel. Pass, good one towards Malcolm, and now across the field towards Davis. Tried to pass it to Jesuel, got tipped by Nate Trocalar, and still Jesuel was able to get there. Davis now trying to find Logan Nassau or anybody in the middle. Nassau is the leader in goals on this Hills team with 17 this year. He's anchoring the offense as a senior. Low shot, wide of the net from Jesuel. It'll stay with Hills as they were closest to it. Again in lacrosse, whoever's closest to it on a shot when it goes out of bounds retains possession. Hills was there, so the attack continues. Rothschild back down to Jesuel, all the way out to Nassau. Long shot, and he scores. Logan Nassau gets things started. And the senior with his 18th goal of the year. So the first goal of the game goes to Pascack Hills, and it goes to Logan Nassau. Off the break, Cooperman wins the faceoff, and it's Robert Malcolm who has it. Malcolm needing to find someone, and goes over towards the 21 of Rothschild. Rothschild's the goalie on the Pascack hockey team in the winter, combining Pascack Hills, Pascack Valley, and Park Ridge high schools. Did a pretty good job this year. Shutouts, namely against Northern Highlands, and a big upset there. And only as a sophomore, so plenty to come. Rothschild again went down towards Malcolm. It's Rothschild back down towards Jesuel and back to him. Mishandled that pass and scooped up on the turnover. Nate Trocalar got it back to Mortensen, the Indian Hills goalie, and now he passes to the long stick of Tyler McAleer. All the way down to Snudden on the other end of the field. In the sun here, Snudden worked it back outside towards the 26 of Ryan Becker. And now this is the 20 of Donovan Rosamond. Tough coverage on Snudden, who's committed to play at Division III Penn State Harrisburg University. A turnover there. Good job by Luca Pinto, who this year is on the chase for 100 career ground balls as a junior. He came in today with 83. Rothschild with it behind the net off the pass from Jesuel. They get the offense going as Caraballo comes in. Davis goes back to the sophomore Caraballo. Young team here with Hills. They have 5 seniors and a lot of sophomores playing. Jesuel's shot just wide. It'll stay with Hills. Nassau off the sort of inbound pass from Rothschild. Nassau readying for a shot, and what a goal. A low shot, but he found the other side of the net, his second of this game, and the Broncos lead 2-0. Back underway here, and it will be another face-off win for Pieri. But it looks like we had a whistle, and they'll say an illegal check on Cooperman, so that'll give Malcolm and Hills the ball back. Davis goes down to Jesuel. Jesuel trying to find someone, now goes to Malcolm, and it winds up with the sophomore Davis. Rothschild on the outside. Long shot, Jesuel hit the outside of the net. And it will be the Indian Hills goalie Mortensen who ends up with it. Now the pass to Mike Guazzo, the senior. Up the field to Connor Calviello. Calviello faces some defensive pressure by Davis and now goes to Rosamond. And this is Michael Snudden. Now Chris Rosamond, the junior. Back to Snudden, and now Calviello. And back to Kevin Perron. On the goal line with Rosamond now. Nearly tipped by Pinto, but the pass found its way to Calviello. And this is Rosamond again. Back over to his brother Chris. Indian Hills with some nice ball movement, though, but trying to get a shot off. They haven't been able to just yet. That was Patrick Prendergast for a moment. And now with Calviello. No goals yet this season. The pass down towards Donovan Rosamond. Couldn't get it inside, although Calviello was cutting to the net. Snudden, who leads this team in goals, assists, points, and ground balls, and is on the chase for 100 career goals this season. Vosel Adams with his first save of this game there. He was the soccer goalie this year in the fall, and for the first year on varsity is the goalie for the boys lacrosse team, replacing Brendan Singleton, who had 2 years in that role. Here's Rothschild off the pass from Jesuel. Back to Nassau. Nassau looked like he was readying for a shot. And fires down. Jesuel looking for a wraparound. It bounces wide. Scooped up in a good shovel pass, underhand from Guazzo to the goalie, Mortensen. Indian Hills has 2 goalies they use this season, 2 sophomores. They're using Mortensen today, who's their regular, has played in 8 games, but they also have Elliot Thorne, who has 3 games under his belt today. Hills gets the ball back after a whistle. And we'll see Alex Davis with it here, the 20, at about the 37-yard line in your picture. Rothschild near the goal line now, trying to find someone. Goes down to Nassau. Nassau, big save by Mortensen. And this is Gavin Hicks, one of the many seniors, but not many who play for Indian Hills. That pass tipped by Pinto. The junior has been a force on defense all 3 years so far and will be for a 4th. Here comes Calviello towards the net, and he scores. Connor Calviello, his first goal of the season, and that makes it 2-1. On the break, Cooperman and Pieri fighting for it. In comes Malcolm and Calviello. And this one will go to Hills. It's going to be Malcolm charging down. Jesuel couldn't find a shot or a pass and now has to take it back behind the net and set the offense up. Nassau bouncing behind the net. Now to Rothschild. Up towards Davis. Long shot and a big save by Mortensen. Gavin Hicks. Cross midfield to Calviello. Nice pass down. Rosamond bounces it over the net. It'll stay. The attack will continue. Snudden back there and gets us back going. The flag is down. It looks like Indian Hills will have a man advantage once they give up this possession. Calviello down towards Rosamond. Goalie still on for the Braves. Here's a low shot and a nice save by Vosel Adams. And we'll see who comes off. It looks like Luca Pinto and Robert Malcolm, but we'll see who is in the penalty box. And it will be Pinto. So the Braves with a man-up situation, 1:02 to go in this first quarter, and Indian Hills with a good chance to tie it. Let's see the Hills penalty kill and see if they're able to get one. Snudden with the pass to Kevin Perron, a senior, and now Calviello. Pass goes wide and over that midfield line, and it looks like it will be Pascack Hills ball. Jesuel over there. 43 seconds left. Pinto still in the penalty box. Hills down a man, trying to score short-handed with 35 seconds left in the quarter. Maybe just trying to hold it here. Nassau still with it. Under 30 seconds left in the quarter. Rothschild over to Malcolm. 20 seconds. Malcolm, great move. Passes it over. Good catch from Jesuel. 10 seconds left in the opening quarter. Rothschild now gets it down to Nassau. Nassau readies for a shot, and it's blocked away by Mortensen. And that will do it for an exciting opening quarter from Pascack Hills. Our score 2-1 Broncos after 12. We're back now, second quarter ready to begin here in Montvale. A 2-1 Hills lead after one, thanks to 2 goals from Logan Nassau of Pascack Hills and 1 from Indian Hills' Connor Calviello, his first of the season. The Braves win this face-off with Evan Pieri and threatening to tie this game. Nice check there from John Fadovich. Chris Rosamond keeps possession with Indian Hills. That one tipped, and Calviello passes it down to Donovan Rosamond now, and behind the net to brother Chris. Rosamond, the pass to Snudden, tipped away by Fadovich, and he'll get the turnover. Now it's Pinto out of the penalty box and passes up to Davis. Alex Davis, using that sophomore speed, will take it from midfield to behind the net. Outside towards Rothschild now. And this is Malcolm. Back to Rothschild, just about 2 minutes in. Davis and Jezebel behind the net here. Nassau with it once again. Nassau faked the pass, now takes it in front of the net, gets it to Davis, shot wide, and this will stay with Hills. Jezebel gets it back going. Tough catch. Rothschild gets it back. Jezebel behind the net. Pass somehow not tipped. Nassau's shot just wide. And we'll get back going immediately with Jezebel. Here's Malcolm. Couldn't bring it down. Tough coverage. The head of one stick came off. It was from Gavin Hicks of Indian Hills. And they skip it along to Mortensen. Mortensen was pressured by Nassau. And now here is Tyler McAleer working it up the field. Now with Donovan Rosamond, the freshman. Prendergast down towards Snudden. Inside shot. And a great save by Vosel Adams. Somehow didn't go in. Kevin Perron is pleading with the official that that one crossed, but he says no. And now Davis down, open, score for Tyler Rothschild. Third of the year. It will be Hill's ball off a face-off violation. Cooperman here. Jezebel now. Back outside towards Davis. And now with Malcolm down to Caraballo. Hills up 3-1 now off that goal from Rothschild. It's a great find to get it to him. He was wide open. Nassau behind the net. Can't find anywhere to go. Now goes out to Rothschild. Getting through the pressure and finding Caraballo. Malcolm taking it behind the net now. Low shot, wide. And back there is Jezebel. Down Caraballo, now Davis. And that shot or pass a little too high for Malcolm, but he gets there. Nassau looking for somewhere, gets it over. Passes back to him. That was Rothschild. And this is Logan Nassau. Davis, low pass, found Jezebel, now gets it back, takes a long shot and it's wide, and the attack will continue as Rothschild was back there. Caraballo to Malcolm, bounces in front, out of bounds, And they'll say Indian Hills ball. Closest to it, Tyler McAleer. And they find their goalie, Mortensen. Knocked down, but still with the Braves as Michael Snudden was there first. Snudden checked by Davis, now finds Prendergast. Errant pass out of bounds. He was trying to find Calviello and couldn't get it there. So now it'll be Davis and gets us back underway. Just about 6 minutes to go in the first half here. Nassau gets it down to the 21 of Rothschild. 2 goals for Nassau, 1 for Rothschild, and 1 for Connor Calviello of Indian Hills. Jesuel lost it there, and it's picked back up by Caraballo, who takes it all the way back to the 40. Caraballo still with it, now goes to Malcolm. Malcolm back outside. This is Rothschild and now Davis. A lot of sophomores on this attacking unit. Davis just wide again. And this one back to Indian Hills. McAleer closest again. Tyler McAleer will do it himself this time. Pass over the head and stick of Calviello into the stick of Chris Rosamond, who's got an open look at the net. Good defense from John Fadovic to keep him away. Good pass and a great shot from Calviello, his second of the day. This is another face-off win for Pieri, who gets tripped. And so the Braves will have it. With Calviello going through some heavy pressure. Rosamond. Chris Rosamond now, pressured by Fadovic. Rosamond over the net. And out of bounds. Indian Hills was right there, so Snudden will get us back underway. Snudden gets it to Rosamond now. And this is Calviello losing it and cannot keep it in. A great effort by Ryan Becker, but he couldn't get it there. And here comes Jack Epstein, who was forced out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover. Snudden gets it back underway. 4 minutes to go in the second. Snudden hit hard by Epstein, gets the shot off, and a great save into the stick of Vosel Adams. And a nice pass as well out towards Epstein. Epstein working it down the field, passes toward Jesuel. And getting it down to the 21 of Rothschild. Caraballo here with Davis and Malcolm and Jesuel. 3:20 left. And it looks like we have a timeout from Coach John Esposito. First one of the day. We'll take a break. We are back underway. And it will be Christian Jesuel who gets us going. Now to Roberto Caraballo. Final 3:10 of this first half. Hills leading since the first goal of this game scored by Logan Nassau. They're up 3-1 now. That is Jesuel behind the net to Nassau. Nassau trying to go somewhere. Can't find a pass just yet. Jesuel, pass to the middle, tipped, knocked down, still loose, and scooped up by the 6 of Mike Guazzo. And it looks like Indian Hills is going to take a timeout. Their head coach, Sean O'Connor, in his 4th year, and he decides to take their first break of this game. We are back underway. It looks to me like this is going to be Michael Snudden at the 35-yard line or thereabouts. And Snudden quickly down the field. Donovan Rosamond, the pass to Kevin Perron. And now Thomas Sabagal. And here's Calviello back to Sabagal, and it finds its way to Kevin Perron, back down to Snudden. Perron to Calviello now. And this one passed down to Rosamond. Snudden with just under 2 minutes to go. Snudden spinning, trying to find somewhere to go. He can't. Back up to Calviello, who has both goals today, and that one just away. Snudden over towards Calviello, and now Perron. Rosamond to Rosamond, and back outside. Great pass and a great save by Adams on Calviello, looking for the hat trick, but wouldn't get it. Now Adams facing pressure as he comes out of the crease. That one got by Pinto. Some contact as Snudden goes after it. Coming back is Fadovich. Pinto over there, and he's got it. And I believe the second timeout of this first half from John Esposito, just as Pinto got that ball. "50 seconds to go until halftime, and we are back underway as Luca Pinto has it and gets it up to Mason Hennessy was behind the net, and now Hennessy pressuring. About 35 seconds left, and they lost it. Indian Hills maybe one last chance to tie it up before the break, and stolen right back by Fadovich, pressured hard by Snudden. The officials are going to get involved. 24 seconds exactly to go. And it will be Indian Hills ball. Snudden down to Perron. That pass tipped. Up in the air. No one with it. Now it's Davis. Great play by Alex Davis. 10 seconds left. One last chance. That pass way wide. Rothschild gets there. 5 seconds left in the opening half. Nassau with one last long shot. Can he get it off? It's wide anyway. And we go to halftime with a 3-2 Pascack Hills lead against Indian Hills. Stay with us. Sun is about to set here in Montvale as we get to the second half of this one. Pascack Hills up 3-2 on the Indian Hills Braves as we get back underway. And the Braves win the faceoff with Evan Pieri. Calviello with it here. He had the two Indian Hills goals in the first half. 2 goals for Logan Nassau and 1 more for Tyler Rothschild was the Hills stat sheet. This is Robert Malcolm with it, number 9. Back to Davis now. And here's Rothschild. Davis out far. Caraballo now. And Davis again. Nassau pressured behind the net by McAleer. Malcolm over. And here it comes Calviello. No, taken away. Nassau rips one. Big save by Mortensen. Mortensen going to work it up and intercepted by Jesuel. Can he find a pass? No. Nassau trying to find someone. Goes behind the net to Jesuel. Goes back out to Davis. Rips one and scores. Alex Davis. His first of the game and 5th of the season. And it is now 4-2. Back underway with just about 10 minutes to go. With Mason Hennessy, and here comes Alex Davis. Bounced out. Nassau couldn't keep it with Hills, and here is Calviello. Calviello knocked loose. Some hard hits there. And it looks like we have a flag down. We do. And I believe this will be a man up for Indian Hills. Caraballo's coming off, but it looks like the official's talking to Alex Davis. And for the second time today, the Braves will have a man advantage. Alex Davis in the zone, in the penalty box with 9:03 to go in the third. And we're back underway with Calviello. That is Chris Rosamond behind the net. We know you can't see. We apologize. I can barely see with the sun from up here. Calviello with it. Passed it behind the net to Chris Rosamond now. Rosamond shoots. Still loose in there, and Adams makes a nice save. He works it out to Pinto. Pinto took a spill, and we have a stoppage. Doesn't look like a timeout. There are two Hills players with a knee down in the penalty area. Mason Hennessy and I presume Alex Davis, who was there before. Hills ball here with Robert Malcolm. Malcolm taking it behind the net now. Avoids the hack. Staying with it. And now Davis back in. The man advantage gone. They are going to find him. Now Nassau traps that one. A good play. Loretti's for the long shot and a nice save made by Mortensen. Bounced to Jesuel. Nassau looking, waiting for the correct personnel as Malcolm will come back on. Davis got it down to Caraballo and gets it back. Now towards Jesuel. This is Nassau. Davis outside of the net. It hit the net, but it was outside. Gavin Hicks now throwing it up the field. Intercepted. This is Pinto. Scoring! Luca Pinto. Just his second goal of the year, and it's unusual you see those long poles with something like that. 5-2 in favor of Pascack Hills. Back underway, and it's Jacob Cooperman winning the face-off, or no, excuse me. That is the jersey of Max Cordovano, but I don't think that is Max Cordovano. Cooperman, the regular face-off guy, and whoever that was in the 40 came off. Jesuel back to the 20 of Alex Davis now. And it's Rothschild. Passing it down. Long shot off the net, or is that in? That is Jesuel. A great shot to the other post. And the lead is now at 4. Here we go again, and I believe this is Cooperman again. will be won this time by Evan Pieri. Indian Hills down 4 goals now. Some heavy pressure, and it looks like Hills got the takeaway. Yes, the goalie, Vosel Adams, has it right now. And he goes to Mason Hennessy. Up with Luca Pinto. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Rosamond, or no, that's Davis. And now going to Jesuel. And it finds its way to Caraballo and now Nassau. Nassau looked for a shot, instead will step back. And Nassau couldn't get that one, a little high for him. He'll try to keep it in bounds and couldn't. The Braves get it back, and here is Calviello. Oh, player down. Now a flag. More contact as Ryan Becker gets in the mix. Heavy contact there with Fadovich, and we've got a stoppage, and it looks like it might be the third man-up opportunity for Indian Hills today. They're 0 for 2. Caraballo will take a knee as we get back underway. Sabagal with Snudden behind the net. Pass in, shot, and wide. Snudden back with it. Pass, long shot, wide again. This one out of bounds, and Snudden right there to keep it going. Chris Rosamond can't go anywhere. Now gives it back to Calviello. Calviello lost it there, chase after it, and now he's got it. Rosamond checked at the goal line, has to take it back now. And it looks like Adams trapped that. And in fact, the officials got involved. Here's Davis. Didn't cradle that much there. The pass to Rothschild. Davis back to Logan Nassau. Tipped down by McAleer. He doesn't have it yet. Trying to clear it out. McAleer now has it in his stick and is able to get it to Mortensen, the goalie. Bounced up to Snudden. Just about 2 minutes to go here. Inside, no shot it looked like, still with Perron. Pass outside to Sabagal. Now a shot, and it's wide from Snudden. Out of bounds, 2:02 left. Chris Rosamond gets it to Sabagal now. And Donovan Rosamond, Sabagal, and back up top to Perron. 90 seconds left in what has become a 4-goal game. This one is wide and picked up behind the net by Calviello. Snudden, wide, out. 1:13 left. Donovan Rosamond gets us back underway. Sabagal. Back down to Rosamond. Pressuring him is Hennessy. In comes Fadovich. Still loose. And it looks like Hills has it. Caraballo checked as he got the pass off. Davis now. Down to Nassau. Under a minute. Rothschild, great pass and scoring. Right in front of the goalie is Christian Jesuel. It is a 7-2 lead with 12 minutes and 44 seconds to go. So Jesuel with his second of the day and 9th of the year, just past 30 career goals for the junior. This is now Calviello, who has 2 goals of his own today, the only 2 for Indian Hills. 30 seconds left. And if the sun here doesn't set, I don't know how I'm going to call this fourth quarter if Hills keeps on the offensive. Big save there from Adams. In the final 10 seconds of the third. Nassau, last chance, bounces over. And that will give us 1 second left. And I think they're just going to let it run out. They will. End of the third quarter, Hills really blew it wide open. They came in only up by 1. They leave it up by 5 on Indian Hills. Back underway in the fourth quarter of this one. Hills up 7-2. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Merlino. Tomorrow we've got softball against Riverdale on tape delay here on PH Athletics. Indian Hills has it here, trying to shorten the lead. It's at 5 right now. That was Rosamond over towards the 8 of Caviello, who has both goals today. Rosamond worked it behind the net to his brother Chris. That shot didn't even go. It got blocked by somebody. Rosamond to Snudden. Snudden shot just bounces over, and Indian Hills will keep it. With Patrick Prendergast, and a pass down to Rosamond behind the net. That one tipped away by Malcolm. He's got it now. And here is Vosel Adams. Working it to Robert Malcolm now. Malcolm down the field trying to get somewhere and couldn't. Now looks for a pass. 10 minutes to go in this one. And still not over yet, but Hills on their way to their third win of the year. They won against DePaul 8-4 last Wednesday. But that's their only win in their last 5 games. And Indian Hills about to take their third straight loss if this holds. Ooh, hard check there from Davis. Now was Snudden and the 3 of Perron. Good catch there from Calviello. Rosamond back to Chris Rosamond. Snudden back to Calviello now. Chris Rosamond behind the net. Pass up, shot, and score. Calviello with the hat trick. But we'll see if that gives Indian Hills the needed momentum. We're back. 8:51 remaining. Scram for it, and Pieri was the face-off winner for Indian Hills. Now down by 4. Sabagal to Calviello and back towards Snudden. Rosamond behind the net, spinning. Gets it to Snudden. Snudden, long shot, wide. Might have hit Adams' stick. It goes out and will stay. Snudden, jump pass, Rosamond. Can't get a shot off. Rosamond tried to give it over to Sabagal. It went away from him and now ends up with Donovan Rosamond. Snudden behind the net. Going to play D3 Lacrosse at Penn State Harrisburg. That shot wide. A chase after it, and it will stay. Snudden still with it behind the net. Snudden going to go over to Chris Rosamond now. And here is Donovan Rosamond. We have a timeout from Indian Hills. We'll take a break. And here we go. 7:01 left. Indian Hills taking the first time out of this second half. We're back underway with Michael Snudden behind the net. Snudden trying to go somewhere. Nice pass inside. Shot over the net from McAleer. And hockeying it away is Fadovich. Picked up, however, by Donovan Rosamond. This is Snudden now. He shoots, and a nice save by Adams. All the way out to Mason Hennessy. And back up to Christian Jezewell. Alex Davis here. Jezewell back down to Logan Nassau. That was Rothschild. Nassau behind the net gets it to Christian Jezewell. And now Alex Davis to Roberto Caraballo. And here's Robert Malcolm. Rothschild to Nassau here. Ooh, good pass to an open Davis. Shot went off of the stick of Mortensen. And now Indian Hills trying to counterattack. 4-on-5 here as Calviello looks for number 4 on his day. Instead, he passes to Rosamond and now Perron and Snudden and back down to Chris Rosamond. Donovan Rosamond going over to Snudden, hit off his stick. Pinto works it to Fadovich. He just flings it all the way to midfield, and it's picked up by Gavin Hicks. That one thrown errantly. Rosamond going to keep it in. Down by 4, and the second Indian Hills timeout taken. And we are back underway. 4:22 to go. And behind the net is Michael Snudden. Snudden turns and shoots. Big save off the mask of Adams. Tough hit there on Brady Frischer and a giveaway. Here's Rosamond taking it all the way back now as he's pressured by Mason Hennessy. Now the pass down to Rosamond. Back up. Just checked away. Perfect timing from Hennessy and flung out of bounds. Under 4 minutes to go here. Snudden down to Rosamond. That hit the post, and Rosamond will get it back. Rosamond pass went off of Fadovich. Good job by Pinto there, getting through. He's got a goal today. Maybe looking for another. Instead passes it down to Jesuel, now to Nassau. Both of those two on 2 goals today as we go to the final 3 minutes. That is the 21 of Rothschild getting it back. Off the pass from Davis. Now it's Davis again going upwards to the 19 of Marco Sukar. And here's Malcolm and Logan Nassau. Nassau passes it back out. Davis now looking for a pass. Sukar setting a screen as Davis gets back up top. Low shot and score for Jesuel. He's got a hat trick. We are back underway. In fact, we were back underway, and now we've got a stoppage here. Looks like maybe a stick broke. A Cooperman stick break? Something happened. And now Cooperman is off, and Hills has the ball. This is Malcolm at midfield. He goes to Sukar. Malcolm again down towards Davis. Pass just wide for Jesuel. Hills up 5 with 1:55 to go, on their way to win 3 of their season. Pinto nearly got a stick on that long pass. This is going to be Rosamond. Becker, the 26. Snudden. Rosamond scores! What a goal from Donovan Rosamond. His 16th of his freshman season. And the first Indian Hills player not named Connor Calviello to score today. That tells you something about Calviello. His first goals of the season came today, and he got 3. "92 seconds left. Pieri with another face-off win. Calviello with it. Gets it out to Rosamond, and now here is Snudden. 1 minute left, Snudden, and another save by Adams. Only 4 goals against him so far today, and it may stay that way. There's just 50 seconds to go. Pinto kept it there. It looked like Snudden might have had it, but Pinto took it away from him. Another good catch by Jesuel. And we have a timeout, I believe. So we'll take a break with 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds left. Alex Davis gets us back underway. Nassau with 30 seconds. I don't think they'll try to shoot it here. They're probably just going to hold it. Sukar and Rothschild is just going to cradle it out. I guess that's the term. Final 10 seconds, and the Broncos will improve to 3-6. Indian Hills drops to 3-7 on their season. That'll be the game. 8-4 our final. Thanks for joining us here on PH Athletics. Join us tomorrow for softball. I'm Matt Merlino. So long. Thank you for watching this presentation of PH Athletics. For more information, visit hills.pascack.org/athletics.